ブリーチ
All right, let's read chapter 171 of Bleach, End of Hypnosis 3, The Blue Fog. The previous chapter ended with Aizen pretty much shattering Hitsugaya's Bankai pretty easily. And that's pretty much just how it ended. So, let's pick up there, I guess. I guess that's like ice shattering and blood. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe ice things falling to the ground. There was Hitsugaya's thing was this big complex thing. So maybe that's just the pieces slamming into the ground. There's Hitsugaya, again, blood, kind of in shock. Oh, or Gashan. There's the pieces. There's Hitsugaya. There's the pieces. I think this is just the columns of the building they're in covered in ice from Hitsugaya. And that would be Aizen's blade. Clear that he is the one that cut Hitsugaya. Yoi nagame da na. It's a good nagame. Scene, prospect, view, a good spectacle. You know, isn't it? Kisatsu janai ga. Season it isn't. Kisatsu means like the seasons. So season it isn't. Kono jiki ni miru kori mo waruku nai. Seeing in this time, or maybe in this season, in this era, even ice isn't bad. So the season it isn't, maybe meaning like it's not the season for ice, but seeing ice, seeing in this time, even ice, it's not bad. It's not bad to see ice this time of year. Okay. And I guess he's stepping back. Sate, iko ka gin? Well then, shall we go, Gin? Za. Okay, so that's Aizen coming back, but someone else has arrived. Yahari koko deshita ka? As thought, we're here, weren't you? Aizen Taicho, Captain Aizen. Yahari, as thought. Oh. We haven't seen them in a while. She's the captain of the 4th company. Yeah. No, or well. Mohaya taichou to yobu beki de wa nai no deshou ne? No longer captain ought to be calling as for that non-existing, probably, right? So she's basically, I guess I shouldn't call you captain anymore. Mohaya means like, in the positive means like sooner or whatever, but in the negative sense, which this is, it means like no longer. Tai gyaku no zainin. A sort of like a reversal criminal. A reversal criminal. Tai gyaku. Gyaku means like contrary or on the opposite. High treason. A criminal of high treason, i.e. a traitor. Aizen Sousuke. That's his name. Aizen Sousuke. Okay, well, we know what side she's on. It's clear that everyone is lining up here now. Domo Uno Hana Taicho. Hello, hey there. Captain Unohana. 切られるとすれば、そろそろだろうと思ってましたよ. Okay, so was thinking that, like, sooner or later, or eventually, if coming, well, if doing, I don't even know how to I think this is supposed to be the negative passive. So passive voice can be used in a negative sense, meaning like it wasn't good that happened, even though it's not a negative verb. So being come upon, if doing that sooner or later, probably was thinking. Basically, I was thinking it would show up sooner or later. But it's such a Japanese way of doing it. I was thinking that sooner or later I would be shown up. Someone would show up. But to say like to be come upon, soro. Yeah, sooner or later, or long, anytime now. すぐにここだと別れましたか? Soon or immediately this place? Understood? So like, I guess, did you immediately understand that it would be this place? Did you immediately know this place? Koko? She responds, いかなる理由があろうとも立ち入ることを許されない完全禁止区域は? Okay, so this is kind of the area that they're in. We saw this in previous or 2 chapters ago. This is the like completely forbidden district or ward or something like that. Yeah, this is like forbidden stepping ward, whatever. So like as for the completely forbidden area that's not allowable for entering, the event of entering, ikanaru ryu ga. Yeah, so whatever the reason might be, as for this place, that it's not allowable for the event of entering. Seirei-tei nai ni wa, as for in the Seirei-tei, the inner part of the Soul Society, この聖女冬季降臨ただ一箇所のみ. As for in the Seirei-tei, this, and then this is the name of the place, the Seijo To Kyorin, which again was something like the pure tower residential forest grove. It's just the one, it's the only place. Basically, all together, it's the only place. The Seijo To Kyorin is the only place in all the Seirei-tei it's forbidden to enter. Not allowable, not forgivable. Tada ikka. Ikka in this sense is it ikkasho? It is ikkasho. The one place, yeah. It's just the one place. Yes, Don, it's hysterical. Okay, あなたがあれほどまでに精巧な死体の人形を作ってまで身を隠そうとしたのなら You, up unto that extent of seiko, And then she talks about a corpse doll. Seiko is not success here. It's different kanji. Elaborate. Yeah, so you, up into that extent of an elaborate corpse doll making, up until that point, self trying to hide, I guess, like, toshita no nara. If you were doing that. So if it's the case of trying to hide oneself up until the point of making an elaborate corpse doll, like to the extent that you did, その行く先は精霊体内で最も安全で見つかりにくいここを置いて他にありません。Basically, there's no other place in the 精霊体 to do it. その行く Yeah, so as for one's whereabouts, inside the Seirete, inside the Seirete, the Nai, the most safe, difficult to find this place, like leaving otherwise does not exist. So yeah, as for those whereabouts, another place doesn't exist that it's difficult to find and all the most safe within the Seirete. Also, Oshina. That's like regrettable, disappointing. Yeah. Regrettable, disappointing. It can also mean precious dear, but probably almost, but not quite. It also has that meaning. Yomi wa yoi ga machigai ga futatsu aru. As for the reading, it was good. Mistakes to exist. So the reading here means like you kind of read the circumstances well, but like you made two mistakes. Two mistakes exist. Mazu hitotsumé ni, first, in the first one, boku wa mi o kakusu tame ni koko e kita wake janai. As for me, it's not the reason of coming to this place for the purpose of hiding myself. そしてもう一つ, and then one more thing, i.e. the second thing. これは死体の人形じゃない. As for this thing, a corpse doll, it is not. Zah. いつの間に Itsunomani means like at what period, at what point? At what point? Like when did he? Itsunomani, when, at what point? Kono te ni motte ita sa, holding in this hand. Sakki kara zutto ne, from earlier all along. So I had it in my hand the entire time. Tada, just, simply, ima, kono shunkan made boku ga so miseyou to shite inakatta dake no koto da. So it's just that now, like, up until this instant, me, that way, was not allowing to show. It was just that event.
Hello there.
So it was just the event that basically I wasn't showing it to you up until this one instant. Do you? So what sort of a thing? Like, what does that mean? すぐにわかるさ。 soon, momentarily, we'll understand. Sora. I think that's supposed to be like hora, which is like watch. Take a look. Tokuyo will deactivate, will dissolve. Kudakero. Kudakero is to like shatter or break. Kudake. Yeah, to break or smash. And he says it as an order. Be broken. Kyo Kasuigetsu. And it's a title. You can see a name. Kyo Kasuigetsu. This is literally just mirror, flower, water, moon. Kyo Kasuigetsu. Mirror, flower, water, moon. So he's ordering that thing to shatter, to break. Ah. Dong. So that's, I guess, the name of his Zanpakuto. Now, wait a minute. The blade we saw earlier with blood on it. Oh, whatever. Boku no Zanpakuto. My Zanpakuto. Kyo Kasuigetsu. Again, mirror, water, or mirror, flower, water, moon. Yu suru noryoku wa kanzen saimin da. As for the ability that it possesses, yu suru. Yeah. Don't see that too often. As for the ability that it's endowed with, it is like perfect saimin. And this is going to be, well, you can guess from the title that we've been in of End of Hypnosis what saimin is. Hypnotism. Complete, perfect hypnotism. Hey, chicken. That is the ability that it's endowed with. Uso? Like you're kidding. Okay. だって、強化水月は流水系の残白糖で Okay, so, but as for the sword, the mirror, flower, water, moon, being a zanpakuto of like flowing water connection. Ryusuike. Yeah, like connections to running water or streams. Oops. And kiri to suiru no hanransha de teki o kakaran shite doushi uchi saseru te. Okay. This is like, now suiru is also just going to be flowing water. Water current, yeah. Okay, so like with what with Hanransha, like striking chaos. Sorry, Ranhan. Oh, okay. Ranhan Sha means irregular reflections or diffuse reflections. Okay, so like with diffuse or irregular reflections of flowing water, water currents, and fog, doing confusion to the enemy, and the like comrades making strike. And then the te here is like, was told, you said, had heard, blah, blah, blah. アイゼン隊長、そうおっしゃってたじゃないですか? Captain Eisen, that way, like you said, isn't it that? Yeah, so the tethers, you said that's what it did. It uses, again, diffuse reflections of water currents and fog to cause confusion in the enemy and make them strike each other, basically. Strike their comrades. Well, I guess he didn't tell you the truth. 私たち副隊長を集めて assembling we assistant captains 実際に目の前で見せてくださったじゃないですか? And like the reality before the eyes did the favor of showing it, didn't you? Isn't it that? A little slow in the uptake. なるほど. I see now. ざーん。それこそが催眠の儀式というわけですか? So it was that thing in particular that the hypnotism gishiki, not ceremony, but ceremony, right? That's the reason. So that was the reason for the hypnotism ceremony, was that thing. So basically, yeah, he called them all together and then hypnotized them. Gometo. That's just correct. Yeah, correct answer. The goal is just a polite. 完全催眠は、五感すべてを支配し、いつの対象、姿、形、質量、感触、匂いに至るまで、すべてを敵に誤認させることができる。Okay, so as for complete or perfect hypnotism, all of the five senses doing control. So it does control of all of the five senses. And a single taisho. A single taisho here is, for a single target's shape, form, shitsuryo, mass, kanshoku, sense of touch, smell, even up to that, all of it for the enemy, adversary, gonin, like not miscalculation, but like misidentification. Yeah. Misrecognition, making do event is possible. So again, his move, his ability makes it possible to make the enemy, make a adversary, misidentify all those things. Tsumari, in summary, what that means is, hae o ryu ni miseru koto mo, numachi o hanabatake ni miseru koto mo kano da. So what that means is it's the possibility of even the event of showing, displaying a swamp as a field of flowers, and even the event of showing a fly as a dragon. So a fly into a dragon, a swampy area into a field of flowers, the event of showing that, that's possible. そして、その発動条件は、in addition, as for that activation condition or requirement, 的に強化水月の解放の瞬間を見せること。As for the activation requirements of that to the enemy or to the adversary, it's the event of showing the instant of, like, I guess, release of the sword, the kyoka suigetsu. Yeah. Okay. Go. Oh, this is a renji with kuchiki. I guess we're still seeing Aizen talk here. 一度でもそれを目にした者は As for people that have done to the eyes that thing even once, so basically for anyone that has seen it even once. その瞬間から from that instant, from that moment, 完全睡眠に落ち I guess that's like falling into the complete hypnotism. Well, that's convenient. This reminds me of One Piece with Mr. 2. Or what was that guy's name? Number 2. Number 2 All Holidays. What was he, the All Holidays one? I can't remember anymore. It's been too long. Ochi. It's a different kanji for ochiru. But it's going to have the same meaning. Yeah, it's still ochi, to fall into. Okay. 以降、僕が強化水月を解放するたび and then like henceforth. Yeah, thereafter, me, the moment of doing release of Kyoka Suigetsu, it's kanzen saimin no toriko to naru. It becomes toriko of the complete or perfect hypnotism. Toriko. Captivating, making a prisoner. Yeah, the moment of showing that. I mean, this is like henceforth, like every time after that, the moment of doing the release, blah, 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 it's becoming the captive or prisoner of the complete hypnotism. 一度でも many, even one time to the eye. 気づいたようだね. Appear noticed. It is, isn't it? So you appear to have noticed or realized. Okay, back to Renji. So, indeed, it is that way. Za. 一度でも目にすれば、術に落ちるということは、as for the event called falling into the technique, if doing to the eyes even once. Okay, so as for the event, again, even once to the eyes, the technique, or falling into the technique, as for that whole thing. 目の見えぬものは, as for people that aren't able to see, or that the eyes aren't able to see, 術に落ちることはないということ. As for the event of falling into the technique, or falling to the spell, not existing sort of event. So it means someone that can't see won't fall to the technique. つまり, what that means is, 最初から, from the very beginning, 倒産 Kaname wa boku no buka da. As for Tosan Kaname, he is my subordinate. So from the very beginning, he's my subordinate. And that would have been this guy, of course, who seems to be healthy again. After being taken out by Zaraki, but whatever. Tolsen Taicho, Captain Tolsen, Anande, konna tokoro ni? Why in this sort of a place? Like, why are you here? Shuru. All right, he's flipping out his something. Oh. Na? What? Boo. Okay, whatever that cloth was. Ananda yo, korea. What is it? As for this thing. So what is this? Za. Sha. Wait. Okay. Don't tell me this is going to be like some sort of teleportation thing. Huh? Za. Oh, this is Geen. Geen is doing this. So whatever he's doing, Geen is also doing this. Okay. Yeah, this is like some sort of teleportation thing. Za 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 za. Saigo ni homete okou ka. In the end, in the final part, let's praise. Like, shall I praise you here in the final moments? Kensa no tame ni mottomo nagaku te o fureta kara to waiie. Let me make sure on Towaiie. That's a little bit odd. Like, sort of like as for talking about that, I guess. Towaiie. Be that as it may. Okay, so he's saying this is for the purposes of investigating the most longest hand being touched, because although, so I guess he's saying like although something about like the hands touching the longest for the purposes of investigation. He's talking about her, right? She was doing the investigation into Aizen's death. No, that's the wrong fureru. Fureta is to touch. So, or to come in contact with. That's really what he means here, but the same thing. So yeah, because I guess like touch the hand the most longest for the purposes of investigation, even though that Hanzen Saimin ka ni are nagara, while being under perfect, yeah, while existing or while being under perfect hypnosis, boku no shitai ni wazuka demo iwaka no kanjita koto wa migoto datta. To my corpse, even a little bit of a creepy or strange feeling as for that event, it was splendid. So, Uno Hana Taicho. So again, the whole thing he's saying, like, shall I praise you a little bit before I go, Captain Uno Hana, even though you were like touching the corpse the longest for the purposes of investigation, it was splendid that you got even the slightest hint of a creepy or strange feeling towards my corpse. while you were under Kanzen Saimin. Sayonara, farewell. Kimi tachi to wa, as for with you guys, mo ao koto mo aru mai. Again, meeting event also will not exist. So we won't meet again. Mate, wait. Done. And there we go. The old cloth tornado teleportation. Is that a boo? I don't know what this is. Whatever this is. Bwah. Gihol. That's Renji coughing. Nanda tenda itai? What? I guess like what? What the hell? Of course they're back. They're back here. Nanda? Koko wa soukyoku no oka. What? What is it? As for this place, it's the Sokyoku Hill. Again, Sokyoku is the execution place. Za. Yokoso. Welcome. Abarai-kun. Welcome, Abarai-kun. Remember, the whole point of this is presumably they want to steal the halberd creature thingy or something. So indeed, there they are. Kuchiki Urukia o oite sagari tamae. I guess leave, place, Kuchiki Urukia, and retreat, leave, depart. And tamae is like an order. A firm order, shall we say. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. That is the end. A little bit of art for the end of the chapter. Okay, that is the end of chapter 171. We will continue next time with chapter 172.